brown stew goat. Honestly, this is my very first time making it, but it was so delicious. I had to share the recipe. So let's make it together. 10 out of 10 would recommend. This is one of the recipes you will want to save. I'm going to start off by seasoning my goat. I've already washed my meat off camera 2 to 3 times using vinegar, and I washed it until the water started running somewhat clear. Then I'm going to start off by seasoning. I'm going to season with allspice ground, which is just pimento seed grounded into dust. And then I'm going to season with onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, Maggie's all-purpose seasoning, pimento seeds, and browning. Then I'm going to mix that well and ensure that everything is properly coated. Then I'm going to set that to the side while I start prepping and cutting up my raw seasonings. To save some time, I went ahead and just chopped up my seasonings off camera. But for my raw seasonings, I'll be using onion, scallion, thyme, garlic, and Scotch bonnet pepper. I'm going to add all that to my goat, and then I'm just going to massage that in, ensuring once again that everything is properly distributed and everything is seasoned properly. Then I'm going to place a saran wrap over this and put it in the fridge for 1 to 2 hours. For best results, you want to marinate your meat overnight, but honestly, last night I was a bit lazy and I didn't feel like doing it, so I decided to just wake up a bit earlier today just so I could give that 1 to 2 hours of time to marinate in the fridge. So I'm just going to saran wrap that, let that marinate, and while I'm doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and start prepping my rice and peas. After 1 to 2 hours, this is what my goat looks like. So the next step I'm going to do is just to separate my goat from the seasoning, which means just picking up my goat and scraping off the seasonings. I absolutely hate this step, which is why a lot of the times I add my seasonings directly to the pot when the time comes. But we're going to go ahead and just pick up our goat and scrape the seasoning off. Once we're done, this is what it should look like. Your goat should be completely separated from the seasoning. So we're going to go ahead and brown our goat, and we're just going to set that marinade to the side. To brown our meat, we're going to go ahead and add some oil to our pot. Once that oil has heated up, I'm going to go ahead and add my goat in. I'm going to add my goat in and allow it to brown on each side for 4 minutes. The browning process just traps all your flavor into your meat and also gives you that color that you desire. So we're going to brown in total for 8 minutes. So once you open your pot, you're going to notice that there's a lot more liquid in it because the goat gives off its own juices. So I like to just turn my stove down to medium and allow my goat to cook in its own juices for about 10 minutes. And then once I allow that to cook in its own juices, this is before I add any liquid such as water or the rest of the marinade. I'm going to allow that to cook in its own juices until that water becomes a bit low. And then I'm going to go in and add my marinade, so all the juices and all the seasonings. Then I'm going to mix that in and again allow that to cook on a medium heat until all the juices and all the seasonings soak into my meat. At that point, I'm just going to cover my pot and allow that to cook for about 15 minutes. Again, after that 15 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and add about half cup of water into my pot. So for me, I don't like adding just a lot of water and allowing it to cook down because I believe that it takes away the flavor. So I like to add about half cup each time. I'm going to keep checking my pot, and if water is needed, I'll add a half cup or a little bit less. Give it a quick stir, cover my pot. I'm going to continue doing that for about an hour because we want our goat meat to be nice and soft. So just keep watching your pot, adding water as needed, but don't add too much. As I said, it takes away the flavor, and then we're just gonna allow this to cook down. After about 45 minutes of going back and forth, I did taste my pot and noticed that it needed a little bit more spice. So I went with a Scotch bonnet pepper and just cut it a few times at the tip, and then put it in my pot, stirred that in, and then covered my pot once again, and then allowed that to cook for another 20 minutes. At this point, your meat is basically ready to be served. I'm going to take it a little step further though. I'm going to be adding butter beans to this as well. I love adding butter beans to my oxtail, so I figured I'd give it a try. So I'm going to add my butter beans in. I'm going to mix that in, and I'm going to cover my pot and allow that to cook down for another 5 to 8 minutes. At that point, your meat will be ready to be served. I really do hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Until next time.